Hello everyone, it's a new day and a new video. I got a lot of great things to go over on this episode. A lot of good events happened in the last few days. First off is going to be the Defense of Dathomir event. Secondly, going through, I have some video of an arena battle that just didn't go the way that I intended it to go. Also some video on the Rancor Raid Tier 6. It's the first time I've ever been able to be the one that finished it. And then lastly, kind of go through, and there's a website I've been using to kind of see exactly where I am on some of the events that I've been working towards. So, first off, the Defense of Dathomir. I've been really working on my Nightsisters. Just was able to go through and actually get Mother Talzin to Gear 9. And so with that, I was able to get through this relatively pretty easy. You know, I didn't really have any real struggles or anything with it. I really, usually when I'm in the arena with them, I try to go through and actually save their healing just in case one of them does die. But in this case, I was lucky enough to not have to worry and do anything like that. You know, I'm really starting to work on Ventress. I did gear her up. It was probably about a week or so ago, trying to go through and get her a little bit higher and a little bit stronger. From what I hear, she does work really well when it comes to the Separatist group, and so she is going to be probably not my leader of the group, but she's going to be one of the stronger that I'm trying to work on. And so with that, this is great. It does end up going through and you get 10 for Mother Talzin. Really, there's not a lot of ways to go through and actually get a lot of shards for her. So getting 10 of those is actually kind of a big deal. Looking at going through and doing a shard calculator, it really looks like it would take a really, really long time, because I believe that her energy is going to be 20. Going to be, I believe, on the light side battle on hard. So again, it's one of those things where I want to go through and make this and make them a little bit stronger, because they are, and when they are all geared up and zetaed, you know, they are extremely strong. So at some point, I'm hoping that I'll be able to go through and get them to where they need to be. Other nice things too, able to go through and actually get TIE Fighter up to 7 stars. That I'm inching closer. R2-D2 is just moments away from being 7 stars for me, which I'm really excited about. TIE Fighter, I have been using with my Empire. He's not ideal. I know there's other people stronger than him. Just he was in Cantina, and being able to use Cantina and be able to go through and farm him in that way, I was able to really, really be able to go through and actually get him a lot quicker than if I would have went through and did maybe a Veers or even a Tarkin. So for me, I think it has worked out pretty well. Other things as well, Chopper. Chopper is right now, he's still 6 stars, but he's only 48 away. So 48 really isn't too bad. I'm averaging roughly about 10 shards per day, so you're looking probably 5 days before I will to go through and actually use him. I still like Sabine better, but when I look at the power rankings between the two, they're relatively pretty similar, and the team is doing pretty well with it. I'm just trying to learn his taunts, when to use them, and again on whom as well. Leia, 30 shards away. Again, same thing. I'm doing between 5 and 10 of those a day, so I'm getting relatively pretty close for those. So, all right, now time for the arena. I am thinking right now that Jedi Knight Revan is growing on trees. Everyone that I'm seeing has Jedi Knight Revan, and obviously I don't. So I want to show some video on here of me actually losing, and so that does happen more than most. I love watching videos where everyone is going through and they're winning and they're making it look easy. I'm showing you the tough parts. This team is really not that much stronger than me. Just Jedi Knight Revan is so much better than even my Anakin, which is going to be gear 3 right now. Revan, this one is only Zeta, has 1 Zeta, and does not have even gear 13. But again, as you can see, they make pretty quick work of almost everyone on here. So I know as time goes on, this team will get stronger. Padme is not too far off from me. I'm going to run her as the lead. Anakin, I am working on him to get to him that next relic. Really, really close. I believe right now I have everything except for going to be that signal data, which again is going to be kind of interesting, because if I'm utilizing Cantina for For some other droids, it's going to be really kind of difficult to do both. So, with that being said, I'm getting there. I mean, the road is getting a lot clearer. TIE Fighter at 7, Chopper at 6, almost to 7. You know, we're going to be able to go through and probably within the next week to 2 weeks be able to take on Luke, Commander Luke, and be able to go through and actually have a stronger Empire team, and hopefully be able to go through and have my Rebel team get a lot stronger. So, I'm not going to count my, obviously my chickens before they're hatched or anything like that just yet, but I feel pretty confident. I'm getting there to where I need to be. So, Guild. So this is going to be, I've been now an officer, relatively, I think it's about a week or so that I've been an officer. It's been a great experience so far. I really honestly wasn't expecting this much dialogue. The last couple guilds I was in that I was booted from, as you remember, we really didn't talk much. And this guild, almost probably 2 or 3 times a day, we're going back and forth. And it does seem like we're going through and actually getting some good traction. We're still about 15 million again, so that's not very strong. The raid that I'm showing you right now is tier 6. We're not ready for 7. And looking at the amount of 7-star characters in our guild, there's just not that many. So we're going to have a little bit of a struggle before that. My goal is to see how far and how long I can go with this guild. I'm hoping that I do this for a while because, again, I don't want to go through the same struggles I had. Being them an officer, one thing that I am doing is going through, originally they weren't kicking people out for not having an activity. I was able to go through and show, again, there's people that have been 20 days, almost 30 days without any activity. Was able to go through and actually kind of boot them out, and I kind of felt bad because I know how that feels, but again, the difference is my activity level on a day-to-day basis is a lot different than theirs was. So guilt was there, but then within probably 10 minutes, we were filled back up. So I believe there was 5 new people that came in. So that was really nice. One thing that we are realizing right now that we're just not very strong. So in the Grand Arena, that's going to be something that, you know, that's me personally. But then the territory battles, we're not getting as many stars as we need to, nor do we have enough characters to be able to do everything. I will say it's the first time I've realized that you can actually put individual people into different sections. So again, this is me saying that I'm learning. So obviously the other people in the guild as well. So I've heard of top tier guilds now will go through and actually say which person will put their certain individual in. So that means if there's a really strong Anakin on one side, that person will do it. Then they'll hold off putting on somebody else's because you wouldn't want the lower tier Anakin to be in a section that he shouldn't be. So I'm still learning on that. As a team as a whole, I think roughly we're right around 9 stars compared to some of the other guilds out there that are, you know, way, way higher than that. It's definitely pretty interesting. So, well, there you go. Rancor is down, so which is really exciting. Again, this is the first time I've ever finished one. Even though I came in right at the last little bit, it's really nice to be able to go through and see the finish. So, hey, I'll take those. I was number 1 overall, which is great. But again, you know, it's one of those things where being only 15 million points right there, that's not really too much. All right, so now on to swgoh.gg. So right now what I'm showing is going to be how close I am to Commander Luke. I'm right there. I mean, Obi-Wan is done, don't need him anymore. So I just need Han, Leia, R2-D2, and Little Luke, as I call him, to be 7 stars, and they're really, really close. Obviously, with R2-D2, I need to be able to go and get all 5 of the 7 stars Empire team, and Tarkin isn't going to be there for me. So I think the best bet and the only person I have left is going to be Thrawn. And so right now he is gear 8, and then level 6. So we're getting there, you know, and I think at gear 8, I think I should be fine. When he gets to 7, he does a really good job right now with my Emperor Palpatine to be able to go through and give him just that quicker one more move, and so has helped out greatly for me. I'm not too worried about being able to, you know, to go through and beat R2-D2. I think I should be fine with it. So, Thrawn, so close. Like I said earlier, Chopper is only 48 shards away. So, with that being said, this has been a little bit longer. I wish I wouldn't have spent so much time on Sabine. If I would have been going through and working on Chopper this whole time, Thrawn would be done. But again, can't really go back, can't really change anything for it, but it is something definitely that I'm working on. All right, so again, with SWGOH, I've really enjoyed this. I was able to go through and put my information in there, my ally code. There's probably a ton of people that have used this over the years. For me, I've only been doing this since December, but it does keep me in line where I want to go. It does show me that I'm not too far off. Padme is not too far away. I was able to unlock B2. For me, that's a big deal. So with him being automatically 4 stars, I only need 1 more star for him to be 5 stars. So which is exciting. So what am I working on? We got B2, Magna Guard, and then Dooku. So I'm going to work on those. Good old Chopper, just a couple more days away. And Leia, same thing. She's 30 away, so we're talking 3 to 4 days. So perfect. Hey, I appreciate it. Take a look on here. If you like it, great. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever all those other YouTubers say. Again, this is why I'm below average, but appreciate you guys taking a look at this. Until next time, have a great one.